So perfect. Okay, so Chrysalis Sun here with BeTheVibe.com. And so I'm aware that I haven't been very active here on YouTube or posting very many full-length videos. Honestly, I've been busy. I have been preparing for my crystal medicine certification program that I'm launching in the next couple of weeks. So I've just been busy, putting the content together, developing the handbook or writing the course handbook. And doing a crystal grid template and talking with students, getting them enrolled and those who are interested in the program. So that's where my focus has been. What I want to talk a little bit about today is what, something that I've noticed out in my field for quite a bit of time. It's been going on, but I'm starting to notice it more and more as an issue. It's more prevalent, and it's what I consider or deem as practitioner's malpractice, right? So basically, every stone ain't for everybody. And what I notice when I go out to events or vendors events or talk to other crystal medicine practitioners is that they will generalize crystal recommendations, right? So an example is somebody will come in and they'll say, I'm experiencing issues with anxiety, I have depression, I can't sleep. And then a practitioner will turn around and they will recommend amethyst stone, which amethyst does treat those type of ailments or issues. However, amethyst is an air element stone. And if the practitioner or the person coming in is a air sign, maybe a Gemini or a Libra, or someone who's too much in their head, or they may have a lot of energy, kind of scattered, kind of everywhere, and they need to kind of tone down that energy, amethyst is not a good stone for them, because what that will do is, while it will treat the anxiety and depression, it'll create an imbalance in the wind element, and make the person a little bit more spacey, or more scattered or less grounded. So what people need to understand is that crystal medicine, it's a sacred practice, the same way plant medicine is, and herbal remedies, and the same way that, people are into nutrition, and, everyone has a different diet or nutritional plan based off, their own individual needs. People, take herbs based on their own individual needs. Crystals work the same way. Another example I'd like to illustrate is the difference between rose quartz versus lithium quartz. Now, rose quartz is a pretty common crystal. A lot of people, when they first start learning about crystals or getting into crystal medicine, rose quartz is one of those that's kind of, the household name. I have one here. Now, this is a piece of tumbled rose quartz, and you may not be able to see the pink color in it. It's kind of glowy. I don't know if that's my energy or if it's the lighting or both. But either way, this is a piece of tumbled rose quartz. Now, rose quartz it registers as a 7 on the Mohs scale, and it has a hexagonal crystal pattern, and it's a silicate, meaning it's a part of the silicate family, which consists of all the quartz crystals. Silicates are the most abundant minerals found on Earth. Super common crystals. You can mine them anywhere. You can find them out everywhere, etc. Now, the reason why rose quartz is pink is because it's got inclusions of dumortierite, which make it the pink color, right? So rose quartz is tied to the heart chakra, and it is closely linked to the zodiacs of Taurus and Libra, which means that Tauruses and Libras tend to be naturally drawn to rose quartz. And my personal experience or observation has been more so Tauruses more than Libras. Libras tend to like amethyst, but that's a whole nother, that's probably going to be another video. But that aside, it is a earth and water element crystal. However, it leans more on the water side. and it's connected to the planet Venus, which is that loving vibration, that heart chakra energy. So on the metaphysical side, rose quartz, it promotes love, self-love, activates the heart chakra, forgiveness. It alleviates issues with grief or letting go. So people who go through breakups, it's good for rose quartz. People who may be holding grudges or who are angry, need to release anger. It clears all the chakras, even though it activates the heart, clears the aura, and it's protected. It is a protective stone. A lot of people don't remember that, but it is a protective stone. On the physical side, rose quartz is good for the circulatory system, obviously the heart chakra, blood flow, supports the kidneys and the adrenals, and fertility. So women who want to get pregnant or have children tend to be drawn to rose quartz. Women who want to do any type of womb work tend to be drawn to rose quartz. And it supports pregnant women, so women who are about to have children. My observation has been that babies in the womb really, really resonate well with rose quartz. Typically, when you have babies that are super active in the stomach or the womb, who may be kicking a lot or really active, they tend to really calm down when the mother has rose quartz around or is wearing rose quartz. So really more all about the feminine energy, opening up the emotions, being vulnerable, being loving, watery, receptive, and which is just great for those who are wanting that. However, it's not so much for those who want the benefits of the rose quartz without all that watery energy. So for example, I personally don't recommend rose quartz to men. Men usually are not ready to handle all of that emotional stuff that comes up with using and wearing rose quartz. And I typically don't recommend rose quartz to people who are already water signs, particularly Pisces and Cancers, or people who have a lot of water in their chart, right? Because too much water is just gonna throw it off. Rose quartz really is not that grounding. It doesn't really ground at all, really, has been my observation. So that's the example with rose quartz. Now, lithium quartz, see this, and you can probably see this a little bit better. There we go. So lithium quartz, same attributes for the most part. It is also registers as a 7 on the Mohs scale. It has a trigonal crystal pattern, which is why you see the points here on the side. And this is actually a piece of raw lithium quartz. So this is how lithium quartz naturally forms, right? So the last piece, the rose quartz, was tumbled. This is raw. It is a silicate, same as rose quartz, lithium quartz. Like I said, all quartz is in the same silicate family. However, the reason why it is a different color is the lithium. So it has inclusions of natural lithium, which make it the peachy color, as opposed to the pink color of the rose quartz. Now, the lithium is a key mineral in the attributes of lithium quartz because it's the same lithium that is used in antidepressant medication. So lithium quartz is good for the heart chakra. It is an earth element stone, and it is linked to, or most resonates with, Aquarius, the zodiac sign Aquarius, meaning that Aquarians tend to be drawn to lithium quartz. On the metaphysical side, lithium quartz is good for cleansing the aura, promoting peace, tranquility, and supporting transformation. So for those who are going through any type of drug treatment programs or alcohol treatment programs, lithium quartz is really good for balancing the emotions that come with that type of transformation and just supporting through that whole process. On the physical side, again, remember lithium quartz is a natural antidepressant. So it's good for treating bipolar disorder, anxiety, anorexia, and menopause. So because lithium quartz also supports the heart chakra, that's the crystal that I recommend for men, or those who have too much water in their charts, or my watery Pisces. So for those who need the work in their heart chakra or heart-related trauma, but don't want the side effects of all the water, vice versa, I recommend rose quartz, for those hardcore earth elements. sometimes like Virgos or Capricorns, or those who need who don't have any water in their chart, or for those some fire signs. So sometimes I recommend Rose Quartz for Leos or Sagittariuses, you know, or for those who really need to kind of open up and really kind of dive more into the emotional side. So, you know, with the crystal prescribing, it's really important to know not only the metaphysical sides of or properties of the crystals, but also, you know, understand the scientific properties, you know, knowing what minerals are in there, know the crystal pattern formation, know what element that they're tied to, you know, and in addition to knowing what chakras they go with and what zodiac and what planet. But even more so, it's also important to really be in tune with the person that you're prescribing the crystal to, you know, and knowing and understanding what their natal chart is and what their sign is, and, you know, and making sure that you know and you're aware so you can create a balance rather than an imbalance when you prescribe the crystal. That's my video. A very quick video on how to properly or effectively prescribe crystals, either for others or to determine what crystals are good for yourself, but also describing the difference between Rose Quartz and Lithium Quartz. I will be doing more videos like this, so I'll probably knock one out, you know, maybe once a week or so, going into more detail about different crystals and just, you know, what's good for what. In the meantime, I'm still focused on my crystal medicine course, and enrollment is open. It will launch in the next few weeks. I don't have very many slots left. There are just only a few slots available. So if you're interested in that, give me a ring or hit me up. And or if you have any questions just about crystals in general, I'm available. And just so you know, I'm very specific about who I want to teach this information to, for those of you who are interested in my crystal medicine program. So that's the reason why I'm keeping the class size small, and I'm just really having really deep talks with for those of you who are interested, just making sure we're a good fit. So that's it. If you have anything at all that you want to talk and share with me about, reach out. I'm approachable. I'm available. I'm responsive. I'm very, very present. And in the meantime, enjoy your day, and thank you for tuning in. Peace.